Hi all, welcome to this market crash video focusing on the high risk players, informs, one to watches, team I'm using and just the market in general guys. So plenty to cover in this video. It's been highly requested and you'll have seen other folk do their videos as well. So hopefully you find this useful guys. So we can smash links, be awesome, sub to the channel if you're new, follow me on Twitter at GSALegend. All the links are down below for playlists on the channel and social media links as always. Absolute tons to cover here and hopefully you can find this useful guys, because I know obviously a lot of people want to be prepared for everything. So this is your high risk kind of market team that if you've got these kind of players, hope to God you've been selling them. Guys like Neuer who are going around that 160, 170k mark on both consoles. The thing is, the best advice I will give is guys, when you're looking at any of these particular players, any of them that have an open bid where it's for something that's 30 minutes to say 2 days and it's say 30k, or if the player's going for 300k but he's at a 30k price for a bid, just watch him, see what he's going for. Guys like Walker, he's 6'4 with about 40 minutes. You never know what might happen with these kind of cards. They're always there to just kind of worth watching. Chiellini's price now, like for him to sit in to under six figures it's taken a wee while, but we've got there. Guys like Hummels, he is now at the stage where his 88 rated card is, when the Icons SBC was about, he'd almost now feel useful. It's kind of crazy. It's like Alaba not so long ago was going for about 110, 120k. He's not even 90k now. It is absolutely crazy. In the space of like 10 days, not even that, Alaba's dropped like 25, 30k, and maybe even a little bit more. Like Ronaldo, he's like 1.6, he's like under 1.7. The prices are just plummeting. Like Kroos is 90 rated. His, like, if you compared him to like the Scream Kovacic that was 89 rated, the prices are pretty much nearly parallel. It is getting to the stage where when Kovacic's Scream card had the boost, and yes, Kroos is one rating higher, but to logically think about it, it's absolutely mental. Same for like Modric. That's a Hunter card on him. Now, in theory, that should bump his price up a couple k more, but in reality, it's not. It's only slowing the damage a little bit. Messi's another prime. Like the prime examples to look at the market are Messi, Neymar, and Ronaldo. The three of them are crazy. They are like, you can contrast and compare how bad the prices are between each. Like Suarez, my feeling is that Suarez is going to go under 400k probably by like not just the end of this week, but probably pretty soon, because his price. Some of these cards are probably going to drop like 10-20%, like drastically, because people are just panicking and panicking and panicking. Like they're thinking, oh, I need to sell. And the thing is, if everyone tries and sell, it'll kind of like it'll do a snowball effect. So some of these cards that in reality, like the icons, like Del Piero, he was 155 and now he's under 1.5. It's just, some cards are just dropping like say 50k in like a day. It's kind of like, it's kind of mental, but it's what it is, and like you have to expect this. But in reality as well, the market itself up to 84 rated, up till the throwback SBCs, the market was dead. It was like you could buy pretty much everything up from 75 to 84 for discard. It was kind of crazy, and then because of like the Icon SBCs and other SBCs that have thrown about, it bumped up prices a little bit just to kind of, it just helped them a little bit. Like Aubameyang is, even though he's like 3 or 4 ratings less than Lewandowski and Suarez, he probably will kind of have a pretty sound price. Like Kante, for me, if he goes to anywhere near 100k, that is when I would be saying, my God, what is going on here? It's crazy. Like Lacazette, I think it's only a matter of time before he goes under 100k. Like it's coming. It is genuinely coming. It's like his price is just in utter free fall. Like his one to watch card dropped like 60, 80k over the weekend because he was on the bench, and then it was like, even though he scored, his price dropped like about another 20k. It was like, what is, these guys, he scored a goal here, if he suddenly gets a couple more, he's going to be worth a fortune. Lloyd drops like the cheapest non-goalkeeper icon, which is crazy, and Schmeichel's like the cheapest icon. He's like 230k. It's like his price is just plummeting. Like, I had people saying, "Oh, I've paid 260 for him. That's a great price." I'm like, no, it's not. It's like he's already 240k. It's like, come on, guys, have a think about it. And he's now at 230. It's kind of like, what is going on? It's like free fall. Informs. This is like another. This is just another kettle of fish altogether. Like, some are cheap. Like, people I've got folks saying like, "Oh, I've got Inform Messi, I've got Hero Messi, what do I do with them?" Like, why have you still got them? Sell them, for God's sake. Pereira, this guy, if he was, I'm sure this is the one that was at Nice last year, if he was still at Nice, this would be worth a lot more. But because he's in the Liga NOS, people aren't really keeping him. He's like a 30k card. Like Bonucci, his card, personally, I think could go for fortunes if Italy have a good performance and Bonucci's detrimental. He always seems to do the business for the national team, and being against Sweden, he might just suddenly have 2 good games. The 80k that you're paying for this one to watch card suddenly could go double or even treble, and then you're saying not bad. It would be like good, it's good profit, and it would just kind of stabilise his price a wee bit, because it's just in free fall. It's absolute madness. Like, his price is dropping. For Bonucci, it's like 15-20. It's been like 15-20k a week. It's kind of like just nobody wants him. Gulam. What can you say about him? It's just kind of like, he's inexpensive. Zubair is one of these guys that everybody was like, "Oh, we'll all go and invest our coins in him." Why? Like, yes, his stats are amazing. Yes, he's nearly part of the Hullet Club. I can't even say the word there for the name for him, but his price is crap. There's like so many of them in the market, and like Goretzka's the expensive alternative, and he's like 10 times more. It's like, come on. It's like, in reality, you'd almost say, why is Goretzka 130 odd k? He's not worth it. I'd rather have his normal card. I'd rather pay the 10k for his normal card than paying 150k. Or same for Zubair. I wouldn't pay silly money for Zubair's card. It's just kind of baffling. Obviously, Salah's price, if he has a second in form, or even if he gets a second in form, his price could either crash dramatically or slightly increase. It's going to be hard to tell, because everyone thinks he's going to get an inform, but part of me thinks if he doesn't, then his price is going to just free fall, and that's when good deals could be made off Salah. It's cards like that, like informs like Icardi, Dost, Aspas. These are the kind of cards that they're so cheap just now for an 85-86, but come like Black Friday, Cyber Monday, they could just go into complete and utter free fall that they're actually just so worth nabbing to keep for SBCs that involve Team of the Weeks, or even just high rated informs. Like Hernandez, the amount of times I have missed this card to get cheap is mental. Berry, part of that discard inform club. There's always ample of these guys, of these type of informs, the 75s to like 78, 79, that nobody's really saying, "Oh, I'm not really going to do anything with them." They'll just sit in the club, they'll do nothing. Guys like Berry, he's an English inform. Depending, there's enough English informs, but in reality, they're always worth keeping in your club, because they always like doing like SBCs with English informs. It's kind of like, seems to be the thing. Like Kessie's so cheap, even though he's had a pretty good season, but he's useful for potentially the Ivory Coast Morocco game coming up at the weekend. His kind of card could just go up a little bit nicely. It's like Traore, when I come up to him shortly. He said like the last month his card has not even went up, despite scoring like 4 goals and like 2 or 3 assists. It's mental. But Stenzel's one of these informs. People are just keeping him as right wing back, when all you have to do is put him at right back and he's suddenly worth like an extra couple K more than what he's worth. Strakoza, this guy, honestly, I love the card. It is so well balanced, but it's so cheap, and it's going to be even cheaper come Black Friday. I will probably rebuy his card. I've had a shot of him. It's good, but I'd rather wait. I sold him on for profit at the time, and I'll probably rebuy him again during Black Friday if he's dirt cheap. Buy him back down for discard. Guedes is another one. This guy's like so good stats. If he was a striker, he'd be really expensive. He'd probably be like double the price. It's kind of like And the thing is, he would probably stabilise around double the price because people would say, oh, Guedes and Ronaldo, perfect. And that's what they would do. Like Traore, as you can see, yes, there's people listing them at 30, 40k, but the odd ones that are there when you've seen, they're not even 20k. And like there'll be ones that'll pop up for bids. They'll be like 14, 15k, and you're saying to yourself, this guy has had a great month. And yes, he got a goal and assist at the weekend, but he's a good looking card. Ashley Young, a lot of people are investing in this card, and honestly, I would say if you can just position change him and position change, put the right chem style on him, probably like something like engine or whatever, you're sorted. Then Belly's another one. People, because he's not just for Celtic, but because his stats are so good and he's French, that people are like, oh my god, this is like a cheap inform that can. It's an alternative to like your Griezmanns, and Lacazette's. It's like you're not even having to spend you're only having to spend like 18k on him. It's kind of absolutely unbelievable and insane. But that's what's happening. But guys, this is like my team. Yes, it's a very cheap and very bog standard team, but it's because I'm not wanting to risk like the high risk options. Yes, I've got Barzagli, Dzeko, Khedira, Payet, Gaetan, even, well, I can't really say Antonio now because his price is like threefold, but compared to the days when if you packed him he was going for like 8 to 10k, which was kind of like baffling. But Dzeko, Khedira, like Barzagli, I could have sold him, but he's packed and I really enjoy his card. I'm not going to go and say, oh, I'll go and sell him for like 10, like if I was going to sell him, he would have been sold by now, guys. That's why I've still got him in the club. Same for Khedira, same for Dzeko. These guys are still in the club because I'm using them. I'm not here to sell them on to try and make some coins. I could have made, say, 25, like 20, 22, 24k probably off them. And in reality, I wouldn't have cared because I felt like I'm losing 3 good cards that I enjoy playing with, and I don't see the point. And there's deals to be had now because of the SBCs that are like, because the SBCs, the icon SBCs are still there, but you don't need the stream cards now. Like Sansoni's maybe due an inform this week, and he could be worth a few quid, potentially, but it's not a given. But absolutely, guys, this is just absolute madness what the market's doing just now. But I hope to God, guys, that you find this useful. As I said, I expect a lot more cards to drop. Barzagli, Khedira, Dzeko, these kind of cards are going to drop a little bit more. But hopefully you enjoy this, guys. Let me know in the comments down below if you've done any investing. I personally would say keep away from the high risk investments. So hopefully you find this useful as always, guys. Smash the likes, sub to the channel if you're new, follow me on Twitter at GZLegend, guys. Take it easy all, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys all later.